Hello there everyone, it's uxwbill here once again, and in case you were wondering where I've been, I just decided to take a kind of vacation from video making for a few weeks. I've spent my time relaxing a little bit, and I've also spent my time being plenty busy with other projects. But I've got a lot of stuff stored up now to make videos on, and I'm going to give a quick overview of some of the things that will be coming down the pipe in the future. The first is the public radio and television benefit sale came around, and this year I found a number of interesting pieces, including this very nicely made Sony bass reflex system table radio, and I'll be talking about it in more detail. I'll also be going inside it. I found a nice little General Electric portable at the Goodwill one day that is like one I first saw on one of my coworkers' desks. This is a very nice little portable radio with a nice sound to it. I came into a number of audio cassettes, actually a bunch of audio cassettes, and there are many more than are shown here, whose performance I've been very happy with and may be talking about in a future video. There were a number of other worthwhile finds at the Public Radio and TV Vintage Audio Equipment Benefit Sale, including this realistic SA-510 AM/FM stereo receiver. It's in pretty decent working condition, but it could definitely use a little bit of attention. It seems as though it runs kind of hot, the AM band is completely dead on it, and there is also a feature that I want to experiment with. You can see on the speaker selector there that there are not only off A and B and A plus B settings, there's also a QVox setting, which is short for Quatravox. Quatravox was a system that Realistic and Radio Shack featured on some of their equipment. When Quatravox is turned on, it wires the B set of speakers with reversed polarity relative to the A speakers, which can lead, supposedly, to interesting effects on the stereo image, and it's a feature that I would definitely like to try out sometime. I've been told that its effect is similar to a so-called Hafler circuit, which does something similar. This thing might well have been the single most interesting and most valuable find at the sale. This is a Nakamichi or Nakamichi. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I don't know which method is correct, or even if both of them are correct. No matter, this is a music bank system, 6-disc CD changer. And it's actually a very unique design. You load all the discs from one tray, and almost every operation is possible from the front panel. It's kind of a nice piece of equipment. I haven't decided yet if I will keep it or pass it on at some point. I was very surprised that this unit did not sell. In fact, it didn't even sell when the half-price portion of the sale came around, so I ended up making a deal and taking it home with me. Now, I don't know about you, but I have to admire any device that has a nicely machined set of heatsink fins sticking out of the back side, especially if that device is not something that is normally associated with needing such cooling measures, such as a 1986 era Magnavox compact disc player that was, of all places, made in Belgium. Definitely an interesting choice for manufacture when many CD players of the time were being manufactured in Asian countries such as Korea and Japan. This is a very nice little CD player. It works well. It's got a little bit of character, but I just think that it needs some love to be at its top potential again. And it was another find at the audio equipment sale. I also got the manual that comes with it. This manual is a very interesting read, as it's I don't know quite how to describe it, but it's very concisely worded. Everything is explained well. I don't know how best to describe it. I guess I may talk about that in the future somewhat. Due mainly to interest in the software cartridges and books that they were bundled with, I acquired 2 non-working Texas Instruments speaking toys recently. According to their former owners, they had been in storage for a very long time. Both of them exhibit very odd behavior. They tend to glitch and act as though they were circuit bent, and go crazy if they don't just shut themselves off completely. I have been tinkering with repairing them, but I'm not quite there yet, and if anybody's got any thoughts about that, I would definitely appreciate it. I have asked a few people that I know, but I'm waiting on some parts to arrive that I believe may fix them. Still, in the meantime, if anybody's got an interesting opinion or a repair experience with these, I would certainly love to know about it. And as everyone already knows, I have a predisposition to a weakness for Technics branded stereo equipment. I'm not trying to collect every piece that they ever made, just unique examples of the majorly different designs. So recently I had the opportunity to pick up this, a Technics SA-510 stereo receiver. This is a computer drive new Class A set, 60 watts per channel worth of output power. It has a digital tuning display and the fake analog tuning meter that is actually driven by a varying output voltage from the microcontroller. This set basically works. It has discrete output devices as opposed to an STK module. The tuner, however, is not really functioning at all correctly. If you attempt to perform seek tuning, it will usually lock up. Also, there are points on the analog tuning meter dial where it is not at all accurate. However, basically everything else to do with the system works. You can see that I have a Sony tuner on top of this thing. I strongly suggest that if you have one of these or you find one of your own, that you not put anything on top of it, as the operating temperature rises extremely quickly to a level of about 129 degrees, which seems to be a common trait with all of my computer drive new Class A stereo receivers, with the exception of the SA-1010. Well, that's about everything that I've been up to, and I'm not unwell. I haven't gone away from YouTube or anything like that. Like I say, I was just taking a vacation of sorts, and I got busy with some other stuff, but now I'm back, and I'm looking forward to making videos about these and many other topics. So thank you for watching, and feel free to leave a comment if you have one.